TF2 Public Ferret on Dustbowl EU2, or Scar Dustbowl EU2, sorry. Standard rules apply. If you don't understand my voice, please go to the main menu, go to the ear with the X through it, go to my name, TF2 Public Ferret, and say mute in-game voice. That shuts me up, you don't have to hear from me ever again, and leaves you in peace. Now today we're on Dustbowl. Every time, sorry, I've got this on broadcast. For some reason it keeps crashing into the desktop whenever somebody joins up. Occupational hazard, I guess. Now anyway, today we're in Dustbowl. You know, one of the original TF2 maps, I keep saying it every time, but it's a good map. But what you'll find is, compared to some of the large ones, very cramped spaces, there's a 3-stager, they don't do those anymore really. This is really a nice map for demo men, for, you know, sticking up nice kind of places up, and, you know, demolition. Voice modulation? I'm afraid not, no, this is just me. In any case, doors open. BB Toxic, yeah, I'm going to take it, it's heavy, and he's just Ubered. Yeah, I ain't going to touch that guy now, anyway. I'm liking Blue's strategy of immediately rushing the point, attempting to cap it straight away by going through or past Red, so that would be a nice touch there. Oh, and by the way, guys, I can't actually hear you in comms because I've got the voice receive volume turned down, so if you have any objections or, you know, comments, please state them in chat. But for the time, 4 minutes on the clock. This is, you know, not too particularly easy map place to hold. I mean, it's kind of designed to be particularly indefensible. So, you know, the only thing Red can really do here is try to hold off Blue as long as they possibly can. And insofar, they're doing a reasonable job. Nice work from Philosophical Base. Should take him on the corners there. Jumps over the door and surprises him with a different angle. Those kind of things are important when playing, you know, Pyro like that. Now, for the time being, though, Red have still managed to keep this point. We haven't seen much good work from Blue yet. Not just yet. Maybe there was some. I'm not sure.
Our control point is being captured.
That's Scoot for you, playing Medic. Now, in any case, though, Red's actually doing a nice job, considering there's certain lack of a type of class you usually find in defense games like this, but we're not here at the moment. Where are those Red engineers? I mean, let me look at the teams, and actually they've got play out none. This could be really bad. Now, at the moment, it looks like Blue are managing to take this point. And took it quickly. Okay, Red have Blue set. Whoa! Back cap in progress. And, well, that's done. Well, that's how you pretty much win a game. Some guys at the back, some guys at the front, and it all worked. Okay, round 2. Now that was a classic example there of backcapping. Now I think I did see a scout on the point. Saw a soldier as well. I don't know how the hell he managed to get there, but scout's a classic choice. You bonk up, run through the entire enemy front lines being invulnerable, destroy all the teleporters, destroy anything that gets in your way out of their spawn, and then once the first point gets capped, you just take second point because nobody's there. I mean, it's a great way of doing stuff.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Oh, sorry, is something the matter? Do I think there's Sky admin's going on? Now, in any case. Okay, looks like the teams are somewhat balancing.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
1 second, I'm just about to mute Ebbins Rovo. He just seems to be continually saying something.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And done. Now I don't have to see that thing keep popping up over again. Anyway, doors open. 11 minutes on the clock. And there goes Zydran. I think he's got the plan immediately under his belt, and he's off to do his job. Now it does seem that what I've seen so far from Red's defending, they've not really put much investment into engineers at all. I mean, nobody actually is playing engineer, and it's costing Red team maneuverability. They can't get guys to the front, and they can't hold down areas. Namelesson's there, and there's Zydron, I think. Oh, wow. Amstar there just saves the day. Ooh, boy. That was pretty much a loss there, but that was a quick win there. Red was not really paying attention to what was going on their first point there, just let a soldier straight out cap it, and now they're a bit worried about their point getting taken. Very interesting game from the looks of this. Now, red team keep an eye on their last point. They're a bit scared since last time it's happened that you just can't reach straight up underneath them. What is blue team up to though? I mean, are they going to get engineers down? Are they going to move up en masse? Or are they just basically seeing where red team is and just going to work it from there? From the looks of it, blue team is steadily advancing. I mean, one thing is red team is they kind of just stuck on the point. Good idea at the time, but they didn't try and take the whole area. If you kind of cover those three main entrances into the second part of the map, it's a very, very easy place to defend. Really hard for our blue team to break in. Speaking of breaking in though, doesn't have blue teams on the march, but you know, there's a nice red Uber there, just staying in the way. That's a good use of an Uber. Checking to see what the classes are like. Well, look at his rock there as engineer. I mean, that might be contributing there. Ooh, Expandong there, trying to make his way up. I think that Crockett would have done some damage had not been thrown into the air. Where is Rock? It does look as if Blue Engineering has got to some sort of start. It's not a bad area to be in, but I don't find that teleporting placement too enviable. Okay, he's moving up. Now the important thing with this map is, especially for a blue team, you mustn't be too concerned about attacking from one direction only. You really have to attack from all sides, especially the left. The thing is, right, the left side of this map is really handy for those large rocks. It's great for firing nades over and pretty much landing in the opposite end side, you know, where all the sentries go. So if you basically get a ton of nades, just throw those over, you can really take out a ton of places out of that. Whereas also, if you come from that ledge area, if you come out from the top and try and jump out the sentry, you may get thrown off into the air, and that completely ruins an Uber. Anyway, 12 minutes on the clock. Red team are beginning to defend a little bit more adequately now. They are kind of holding a better line, and they're not really letting blue get in and around anywhere. So it's looking good for them. That's a lovely little mini sentry there. Whose is that? I think that's Mycon's. Yes, it was. Now that's actually a nice place to put it. Covers a lot of the doorways, covers that large area. You can actually get a full fat sentry up there. That's a real terror. As it is at the moment, Blue's throwing up another Uber. Blue team is actually quite good at rushing into an area, actually taking over places quite swiftly. They just can't seem to push into anything solid. Fat Usher there. One man fights against the entire red team. He's trying to win it. Oh boy, Mr. Pink just saves that. Now that was a bit of a tenuous one there. Yeah. Now if he had the pain train, he might have capped that quick up, maybe got the point with that. And well, that's it. And one scout takes the area. That's where you can't really do any sentries. You know, keep an eye on those things. Okay, round 3, and that was pretty much a textbook way of just stealing a point. And he just jumped on the point, nobody looking at him, and he took it. This is again where you need good, big, full fat sentries. Scouts really can't take those on at all, except at range. So if they did kind of jump out there, they just get immediately shot up. And the nice thing with sentries is they are omnipresent. If there's anything in their sight, they will shoot it. It's really nice, handy to keep your arm spiles, stuff sneaking in around you. Why I don't like using the Wrangler so much. I prefer to use a shotgun most of all. Now anyway though, that's what's going on with the teams here. Well, the teams are reasonably equal at the moment. I think this is a 32-man server, but for some reason it's a little bit low today. Now, blue team immediately out the gates. And one medic, Scooters there, trying to bring the team up. Uber's the wrong guy. Not the best of starts, and basically explosions everywhere for the time being. But yeah, okay, that was a better defense. But, you know, I thought blue had a nice attack going up there. They just didn't really get into the sentries that well. It looks like, you know, 15 minutes in the... This is going to be a tough match for red team. There's a lot of time on there. They've got to fight for all of that. And on top of which, you know, if blue take another point, there's going to be a ton of things going on. Hello, or hey broadcast guys, thank you very much for joining in. So I can't pay you guys much attention. It's just that I have to keep an eye on what's actually going in front of me. Anyway, 14 minutes on the clock. Blue team's kind of doing that thing of what I like to call skirmishing. They're kind of going towards the front and that kind of, I want to shoot the enemy but I don't want to get hurt kind of thing. And then couldn't manage to kill somebody with a rocket launcher, which is, you know, a done thing. There's Fat Usher. Perhaps, you know, maybe blue team needs more medics, maybe some more coverage, I don't know. But bravery is always helpful, and this is where, you know, in this kind of game, bravery is a requirement. Because if you can push forward despite kind of taking casualties, losses and hurt, you can actually do really well in this game. And there goes. Lazy Mole doing his best. He's going for them sentries. There's another Uber. There's a ton of stuff going on there, and I think they're quick capping the point. Oh wow, no, red team got on that immediately. They did not let that thing go. Now that is a good old-fashioned spire cap, a bonk scout on there, or just a jumping down man to pretty much finish that off. But part of the problem there was, though, I mean, blue team chose to Uber soldiers, and soldiers, despite what you think, they aren't the best sentry busters, really. I mean, they don't have actually a great damage output, and they've got 4 shots in that magazine. It's not great. You really want a heavy pyro down man for that job. Andy again tries to the point. Again, this is where if you were playing with a can of bonk, bonk atomic rush, you might be able to get in there because actually you're Ubered up. You can actually run to the point, stay vulnerable, and then when you're on there, hide away from the sentries. It's a good little tactic. Or just run towards the enemy back, and then from there, you know, cap second. There's Jay. Okay, they're getting the picture now. No bonk! Oh, you must be a new player. Or did you trade yours away? I don't know, but I like bonk so much. I got 200 cans and condensed them into one special red can. Oh, here comes that demo man. Trying his best. Blowing stuff up. Got a bit. He actually got one sentry down. Maybe it wasn't the best, you know, spread, but it was a reasonable effort there. So it's off the beige there, trying to move up. One thing with heavy, you've got to be really careful about where you're looking. Part of being heavy is awareness. You know, strange way, natural enemy of the heavy is, well, natural enemy of the pyro is the heavy. Pyros are sneaky sons of bitches, and they like doing damage, you know, at surprise when bursts or close up. Heavy though is good at medium to short range, and if you can get your eye on a pyro, they don't got much chance of killing you off. Especially with Natasha. Now, 10 minutes on the clock, well, 11 minutes roughly, and blue team again is still skirmishing. They're not really advancing up. We've got a crit scree going on, but I don't think a crit scree was the right thing for the job. That you need to be taking out sentries, and they are immune to crits and such. Okay, there's a heavy. Have heavy, will destroy everything immediately. He's going for 1. He's going for 2. Can he get 2? Oh wow, those engineers were really teaming up. One was holding the Wrangler, the other one was repairing it. That's teamwork right there. But all the teamwork in the world cannot stop Jay and Scootup's capping the point, and then 15 minutes is back on the clock. That was a nice bit of teamwork there from blue team, just distracting the sentries while capping. And from the looks of it, yep, sentry's now down. They've actually cleared the area now. 15 minutes. It's a lot of time for blue to win this game in, but this map is a complete devil in terms of red comebacks. This is an absolute defensive nightmare. Now what red team needs to be doing here is keeping blue on that last corner and then making chronic counter-attacks, but not overly advancing. Blue, on the other hand, they need to destroy all the sentries, get into the houses on either side of the point, and start attacking at range. Just keep that point suppressed. This is why, you know, 14 minutes is quite a good time for blue, actually. I mean, they might be using about 10 minutes of it just trying to get through. This is, as I said, a defensive nightmare. Also, the other thing blue will be needing is teleporters, because they are vital in this game. And again, this is one of those maps that looks like deceptively small, but actually is a long way to travel, and you really, really do need those teleporters to get you guys to the front. If blue can just overwhelm red with sheer numbers and ubers and destruction, they will win. Red, on the other hand, slow blue down as hard as they can and keep them in a nice, tight little box area where they just crit sticky them out of existence. You know, they're doing a nice job here. We're seeing like a lot of demo men and soldiers actually kind of roaming around, just shooting things up. That's nice to see in some TF2 players, actually. Sometimes you see teams just made out of like admin classes, like medics, and spies, and snipers and such. And it's like, what the hell are you guys doing? You've got to shoot something at the front. Now, I think it's one thing from blue though, they are going for more of the consolidation strategy, of trying to just move and take territory. Not the best in a map which kind of demands really great effort. They're playing a 5 cap map. Not bad idea actually. If you just move and consolidate, it's a great way of playing. But this ain't a 5 cap. Ooh, who's that sentry over there? Nicely placed actually. Tricky. Amstar. I've been seeing this guy. He's actually doing quite nice work overall. Now the problem with that sentry though is currently a little bit out of range and can be destroyed by a good demo man with an arcing shot. That's the thing you have to remember about demo men, that their shots fire in an arcing motion, which means in the right conditions you can hit something you can't see. Which, if a sentry can't see you, it won't shoot you. I thought blue is eventually moving up. It's looking tricky for them, they're having a hard time. That engineer, like rock there. Yeah, I'm gonna move up. No, oh, there's all the explosives. I ain't moving up. Back up. Oh, looks like stuff got sapped. That's not good. And oh dear. Blue's having a really hard time breaking into this red emplacement. Red doing a really nice job of just generally hassling blue at all times. I mean, again, what blue need really are more medics. If you can keep throwing Uber after Uber after Uber at red team, they will generally start degrading. But right now, red have got such great emplacements that you're going to have to storm them with sheer force. You can't easily, cleverly take this area. To be honest, it's one reason I don't really like this map, actually, this 0.3. It's very difficult for an attacking team. Let's see what's going on with the teams right now, though. Well, from the looks of it, you know, red team have got nice kind of, yeah, ratios of guys. They've got reasonable admin, good fighting troops. Blue, on the other hand, they are getting a bit admin-y. They need more medics, but need more guys to be shooting stuff. And, you know, they got a certain 3 of 1 class you don't really need. 1 is perhaps good for taking out troublesome figures, but 3 of them, in a very tight map as well. This is not a great map for, you know, admin classes. Okay, looks like blue being fought back to the second corner. Usually they get towards the last corner, but this team, you know, red team's like, nah, man, we need to push them here. And also, actually, nicely going. Actually, they've got that staircase, that little back-end staircase. You know, so if you can actually red get under there and come out, they've got a nice little access route straight into blue team. If blue get in there, though, they've got a nice access route to the point, which they might want to consider doing. Actually, if you can actually force a massive attack through the underground passage. That sounds a bit dodgy. You might be able to force red backwards, because remember, if you start capping that point, red team's going to brick themselves all at once and start running back. You might want to start doing that a bit more, blue team. Oh, that's nice. Sapper on there. No engineer. Oh, no, there's an engineer. Amstar's on that. Yeah, that's the thing about using the, what's it? Red tape recorder. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. It's great for, you know, downgrading sentries and stuff, but I prefer the standard one because you can stack up revolver damage and knife damage with that. Because I've just sapped, then pulled up my revolver and just start shooting the thing to make it go down quicker. But there it goes, and there goes an Uber, and that pyro there is juggling that guy mercilessly. That was unfortunate, but oh, it's looking good. Where is red team? They're just capping the point. Where did all of red team go? And blue win that from nowhere. Man, I wasn't watching the front, but you know, blue team just decided to, you know, suddenly push for everything.